In this episode on immigration, I'm going to be telling you everything that your family members living abroad, your friends, agents, and no one has ever told you about life abroad. If you are joining this channel for the first time, do click the subscription button and also the bell button so that you can get the videos as they are released. My name is Uchenna Ezomedo, and this is Perfect Way Media. It's no news that living abroad has become the in thing for Africans and of course Nigerians. Everybody wants to leave the motherland and travel abroad. And abroad means whatever, anything outside of their own shores. So wherever they see opportunity to go to, it is abroad for them and they want to go. Now, we want to talk about why do people want to travel? What is it that is pushing people away? Of course, we know the reason. The reason is because the economy is bad. The economic situation in the country makes it difficult for people to feed. Graduates find it difficult to feed their families. Wives find it difficult to feed their children, and it's just difficult. The country seems not to be working, and as a result, people think that the only way out is to travel. And this means that wherever and whichever opportunity comes is utilizable. But let's look at it this way. When one is faced with two evils, which evil should be taken? Because from every indication, traveling abroad is not a solution to any problem. Those who are living abroad have got a lot of stories to tell us. When you leave your country and travel abroad, it doesn't mean your problem has finished. So, do we encourage those who want to travel? Or do we try to think differently so that we don't see traveling as a solution to a problem? In this episode, we will be looking at mistakes that people make in deciding to leave their country and travel to another man's country. What I call error number one is seeking God last. Somebody wants to say, God? What has God got to do with traveling? God has got everything to do with traveling. Well, I'm a believer, and I know that almost everybody watching this channel is a believer in God. Now, the question is, if you believe God to provide your daily bread, if you believe God to take care of you, why is it when it comes to decision to travel, you don't want to consult God? You want to do it by yourself. The same God tells us that we should trust in Him with all our heart, and in all our ways we should acknowledge Him. And when we do that, He would make our path straight. When we don't put Him first, when we put Him last, the implication is that we are at the front line. We do the planning, we do the execution, and we go the long track on the wrong path. And eventually, when everything goes wrong, we now want to come back to God. Well, God being merciful, He answers when we call. But we would have actually suffered, because when we walk without God, suffering is guaranteed. So, error number two is three basic things that I tag misinformation, no information, and little information. Misinformation is when somebody says, one or two people who travel abroad, and then within a few years they come back flaunting cars and some flashy jewelries and all that, and we think that that's how life is. As soon as I get abroad, I'm going to make it, I'm going to hit it hard, I'm going to, I'm gonna, okay? So it makes people want to, especially youths, they want to live, they want to go and be like this person. They want to go and be like the other person without finding out what they do. What is obtainable living abroad? What am I going to do when I get there? What do they do? Those people who come home with all those things, what do they actually do? Okay, so misinformation is error, is among the error number one. Then little information is when, for example, when someone thinks, okay, I just want to go. And it could have also happen among graduates. I just want to go. Let me go there. I've already got my degrees, so let me just get any visa and go. As soon as I go there, I'm going to do my master's, and when I do my master's, and then I'm going to, land a big job and whatever. And the person goes with just any kind of visa without planning to get assimilated into the system from home. The result is frustration and devastating feeling at the end of the day. Okay, let's look at what I tag as no information. Of course, it is very easy to understand that when you want to embark on a journey and you have no information about where you're going to, you are actually ready to accept whatever is available. Whatever you see, you accept. Whatever is obtainable, you take. And this is where a lot of Africans land. They travel without any information. They don't know what is obtainable in the country they are going to, and then when they eventually get there, they get hooked. A lot of things get people hooked. First of all, people go through a lot to settle down, and this settling down can take as long as 4, 5, 6, 10 years, and this could have been averted if one had better information from home and had planned from home. On the contrary, being well informed means that you know what you're going to do abroad. If you want to go there to study, you know that what you need is student visa. And to get a student visa, you have to study. You actually have to research to know the countries that need or that offer the kind of course you want to go and do. That also means you want to check what's available for you when you get there. Can you work and as well as study, or do they just offer studies without work? So being well informed, on the contrary, means that you know what you're going to do, and then you look for the best means to get to the place that will offer you what you need. For example, if you need to study, you know that what you need is student visa and not just any kind of visa. And then you also research the countries that offer the kind of course that you want to do. You also want to know what other things that comes with the package of your studying. Are you eligible to work? How many hours are you going to work? What if when you're done with your studies, do you have an opportunity to stay back? You study all of these things, and then it will give you an overview of what you're going to expect from different countries, and it would also enable you make informed decision. The bottom line is that the more prepared you are, the better for you. The less stress you're going to have when you travel, and the more you are going to actually enjoy your stay. The less time you're going to stay to get yourself adapted to the system, and the more productive you are going to be at the long run. What else am I going to say? There are so much to talk about in life and living abroad, and the lies and the untold stories and all that, but I'm here to spill everything out. So ensure not to miss the next video. So you're going to do something, click the subscription button and also click the bell button so that you get the videos as they come. Thank you for staying, thank you for listening, and I hope this information is useful and it's going to save a soul or souls. See you next time and stay blessed. Bye.